Hi everybody, it's Monica with Healthy Living OKC. I'm hoping y'all are still hanging in tight and doing well. Today's 30-minute class is a flow intermediate, I would say. You can always take it down or up depending on how you're feeling. It's kind of dancing around the mat. We're going to do a Mandala Namaskar today, so a circle, a sun salutation around in a circle, both ways. So get settled in on your mat and let's come to our backs and come into a butterfly variation. So we're coming to our backs and then you're letting your knees splay open. Soles of the feet can touch. You can move the heels further or closer to the pelvis, just wherever it's most comfortable for you. And just taking a moment here to settle into your hips, your body, and into your breath. Just maybe noticing points of contact to the earth. I'm just beginning to take a little fuller breath here. Starting to feel a stretch through the inner thighs, adductors, outer hips. I'm just taking 2 more full breaths. And then you have that option, if it feels okay for your shoulders, to take cactus arms here, just 90 degrees with the arms starting to open up into the heart space, shoulders warming up. And taking 2 full breaths into this variation. One more. And then if your eyes are shut, you can blink them open. And on your next exhalation, just go ahead and draw the knees towards the center. Soles of the feet touch. And then you can even walk the heels in a little closer towards the glutes. So your heels are, your feet are hip width apart. And then you're going to bend the elbows, let the backs of your arms touch the earth. We're going to come into a bridge pose. So keep your gaze towards the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and start to lift from the bottom of the spine up. And making sure that your knees track forward along the second to third toes, so avoiding turning your toes out. Let your feet kind of look like equal signs. And then pause here, press the feet into the earth, press the backs of the arms into the earth. It's a gentle engagement of the adductors, your inner thighs, towards each other to help square those hips, knees forward. Take 1 more full breath into it. And then slowly start to lower from the top of your spine back down. And then once you're all the way down, go ahead and draw the knees towards the chest, a little hug. And then from here, we'll take a little counter twist for that back bend. We'll take our hands to our right shin and lengthen through the left leg. You can pause here and just compress for a moment before we take the twist. You can also draw circles with the right toes. And then from here, take the left hand to the outside of the thigh. And on your next exhalation, take the knee across the body. You can turn your gaze off towards the right. 1 more full breath into your twist. And then bring it back to center. So from here, it's a figure 4 pigeon variation. So taking your right ankle on top of the left thigh, draw your right toes towards the shin, draw your sacrum down, navel in. So you can pause here into the stretch, or you have the option to also thread the needle. Just whatever variation you're taking, make sure that your shoulders are rooted down to the earth, avoiding any straining in your neck. 1 more breath into it. Good, and then step the left foot down from here. You'll cactus those arms and then take the knees over towards your left. So your right sole of the foot will be to the earth, You're going to gently let that right knee point towards the sky. So feeling a little stretch into your piriformis, outer hip area, gluteal area. We're here for one more full breath. And then engage your low belly, draw back to center. Go ahead and unhook the ankle. Draw the knees towards the chest, giving yourself a nice hug. And then from here, switching sides. Hands go to the left shin as you lengthen your right leg to the earth. So you can compress here and pause for a moment. And then you can also draw circles with your left toes, just waking the ankle up. And then taking that little twist, right hand to the outside of the thigh. On your exhalation, take the knee over towards your right this time. And then you have the option to gaze off towards the left. One more full cycle of breath here. And then draw back to center. From here, figure four or pigeon variation. You're going to take the left ankle on top of the right thigh, draw the left toes towards the shin to protect the knee. Draw your sacrum down, navel in. You can stay here with it, or you have that option to thread the needle. And then keeping the shoulders rooted down. Feel a nice stretch into that outer left hip. You're here for one more full breath. And then stepping your right foot down if it's hovered, taking those cactus arms, and then letting the knees go over towards your right side of your mat this time. The left sole of the foot may hover. If it's hovering, you can always take the toes to the earth or slide a block under it. This time, left knee points towards the sky. Gentle draw the left hip down, feeling a little stretch on that outer left hip, piriformis area, gluteal area. You're here for one more breath. And then gradually bring it back to center. From here, draw your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And then gradually you can start to rock and roll front to back. Gradually make your way to downward dog. So hands are shoulder width apart. Spreading the fingertips wide. Wrapping the triceps to the backs of the arms. You can have nice bends into the knees. Find that length in the spine first, and then start to breathe into the space of the backs of the legs. Relax in the neck and jaw. Maybe you nod yes or no here. You know, as walk the dog, alternating heels. We'll go ahead and take one more full breath into your variation. And then slowly start to put a deep bend into the knees and then walk the hands towards the back of your mat. From here, take your hands on top of the shins. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Your back is flat, navel is in. And then exhale, fold at your hips. Take an inhalation, root to rise. Arms reach to the sky. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. Take the right hand to the hip, raise the left arm up. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold over towards your right. So you're feeling a stretch in your left side body. We'll come back to center, swap out sides, left hand to the hip, right arm up. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold to your left. This time feeling a nice stretch through your right side body. Take it back to center, reach the hands to the sky. Take an inhale. And then exhale, hinge at your hips, fold it forward. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, back is flat. And then on your exhale, start to bend into the knees. Walk your hands forward, meeting into a plank or modified plank. Initially, you're stacking those shoulders on top of the wrists. Your fingertips are spread out wide. Wrap the triceps around the backs of the arms. And press each pad of the finger into the earth. Take nice full breaths here. Draw the navel in, engagement of the leg muscles. Take an inhale, shift forward. And then exhale, chaturanga. Bending at the elbows. You can always hover here or lower. Next inhale, up dog, cobra or sphinx. Shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, make your way to a downward dog. Take 2 full breaths into your downward dog.
We'll start to bend through the knees, walk the hands to the back of the mat, meeting into our forward fold. Take an inhalation, lengthen your spine, shoulders away. Exhale, fold at your hips. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take an inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, fold at your hips. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, walk it out, plank or modified. Take that inhalation, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, shoulders away. And then exhale, making your way back to your downward dog. From this downward dog, let's gaze forward, lift our heels, bend our knees, step towards the front of the mat. Take that inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, root to rise. Exhaling, hands heart center. Surya Namaskar A. Inhaling. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, making your way to downward dog, with or without a flow. So we'll first step it back to a plank. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lifting the heart. And then exhaling, downward dog. So that's kind of breaking it down. Feel free to always skip the flow part. Feel free to modify. You can always take away those up dogs and take a push-up. Just find your connection of breath, whatever your variation is. Bottom of the next exhale, you're going to gaze to the front of the mat. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or float it forward. Take an inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold at your hips. Inhaling, root to rise. Exhaling, hands heart center. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, maybe it's a chaturanga, maybe skip it, maybe it's a downward dog. Inhale your up dog if you're taking it. Exhaling, downward dog. 2 breaths here. So bottom of the next exhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, step or float it forward. Take that inhalation to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands heart center. Last one, take an inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation finds you lengthening. Exhalation finds you into your downward dog, with or without a flow. Two breaths here. Good, so from this downward dog, let's raise the right leg to the sky. Take an inhale, square the hips off, toes pointed down. On your exhalation, start to gaze forward, shift forward into a plank with the knee, right knee towards the left tricep. Hug it in. Take an inhalation, raise the leg to the sky. Exhalation, bend the knee, point the toes towards the left, just opening the hip. Square your right shoulder down. Pause here, you can draw circles. We'll gradually square it off. Take an inhalation, 3-limb dog, and then exhalation, knee goes towards the chest. Really hug it in, step the foot through. So from here, you can lower the back knee as an option. We'll all reach the right hand up. Another option here, right hand can go to the sacrum and open the right ribs to the sky. So squeeze your outer hips to the midline, engage the left quadricep. We're in a dragonfly twist. Open the right ribs to the sky. One more breath. And then gradually you're going to take the right arm down. You're going to take the forearm onto the right thigh, so your heart's headed down to the earth initially. You're going to drop your back heel down. So we're setting up for extended side angle. When you're ready, left arm is going to go over the left ear. So you're lengthening through your left side body, open the left ribs to the sky. Avoid dropping into that right shoulder. Lift out of the right shoulder. Draw your navel in. We're here for one more breath. And then gradually we're going to cartwheel up into a 5-star. So turn your heels in, toes out. Reach your fingertips and take up space. Take an inhalation. And then exhalation, hinge. We're in sunflowers. Take an inhale, arms to the sky. And then exhale, sunflowers. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale to your 5-star. On your exhale, look towards your left. Turn your left toes out. Turn your right toes in. So we're setting up for a triangle pose. Draw your left hip in and back. Find length through your left side body as you cartwheel the left arm down. Now from here, you can always take a block under the left hand. You can also take your left hand to the shin. The hand does not need to meet the earth. So draw the left hip back. Find length into the left side body. Open the right ribs to the sky. You're here for one more full breath. And then gradually, you're going to root down strong with the legs. Head into your reverse triangle, nice lateral stretch. And then slowly windmill the hands down. You're meeting into a runner's lunge to the back of your mat. Kickstand that right heel. So from here, you can meet into a downward dog with or without a flow. So from our downward dog, let's reach the right leg to the sky. Take an inhale. And then exhale, shift forward, right knee towards the right tricep. Really hug it in. Take an inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the chest. Really hug it in. Step the right foot through. We're going to head towards the left side of our mat. So turn towards your left. It's a wide leg splits. Heels are in line, feet are parallel. Take an inhalation, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, hinge at your hips. Knees can be super soft. You don't have to go far down. Just come to your point of tightness. Breathe into the backs of the legs, outer and inner thighs, hips area. Feel free to walk your hands forward, getting length through the spine. So any hand alignment here, breathe one more full breath. And then gradually walk it to the front of your mat. So you're turning to your left. From here, it's a flow or downward dog. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, and exhaling. Good, so that's, we went around one way. We're gonna lead this time with the left leg, going around the other way of the mat. Take an inhale, left leg goes to the sky. Exhale, knee towards the right tricep. Get into your obliques, get that twist. Inhale that leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, point the toes towards the right. Pause here. Square your left shoulder down. Take an inhalation, square your hips off. And then exhale, knee goes towards the chest. Hug, hug, hug. Step the foot through. So we're coming into that dragonfly twist. You can always lower your back knee down. From here, left arm sweeps to the sky. Another option, left hand can go to the sacrum. We're just looking to open the left ribs to the sky. Take an extra breath here. Squeeze outer hips to the midline as you open the left ribs. And then engage your right quadricep. Good. So from here, we're thinking about that extended side angle. You can gaze it down. Left arm is going to thread on top of the left thigh. Drop your right heel down and start to lengthen through your right arm. So extended side angle. Also, sometimes we tend to like hunch into that left shoulder. Lift out of the shoulder, root down with your right outer edge of the foot, reach through the right fingertips. We're here for one more breath. Good. From here, we're going to come into our 5-star. Cartwheel it up. Turn your heels in, toes out. Take up space. Take an inhalation. And then exhale, sunflowers. Hinge and sweep. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, hinge and sweep. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale to your 5-star. On your exhale, turn your left toes in,
right toes out. We're setting up for triangle to the back of the mat. Draw your right hip in and back. Find length through the right side body as you cartwheel that right arm down. Right hand can go on the shin, the earth, a block. Just looking for length through your right side body. Open the left ribs to the sky. We're here for one more full breath. Strong with the legs, we're gonna cartwheel up to our reverse triangle. Find that nice lateral stretch. And then from here, windmill your hands to the back of the mat, frame your right foot, a runner's lunge. This is where you can take a flow or meet into your downward dog. So next inhalation, left leg is going to reach to the sky. Exhale, knee goes towards the left tricep, hug it in, maybe you find contact. Inhale that leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the chest, really hug it in and step the foot through. Let's walk it towards our right. So feet are parallel, take an inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Wide leg splits. So from here, you can think about rooting down the four corners of the feet, slight lift of the arches. Hands can go under the shoulders, hands can go forward, maybe peace fingers to the big toes. Just look to relax through the neck, maybe a little shift into the balls of the feet. We're here for another breath. And then gradually make your way, lifting the heart and then turning towards your right. You're back to the front of the mat. From here, it can be a flow or downward dog. So we're in our downward dog for about 3 breaths. Reset. Feel free also, you can come to your child's pose. So take a couple breaths here. We're going to do that flow maybe 1 or 2 times, just depending. We're probably going to do it one more time due to time. So take a couple breaths into your child's pose or downward dog. Good. So take one more inhale and an exhale. So from this downward dog, we're going to go ahead and gaze to the front of the mat, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float it forward. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. And then exhale, hands return to heart center. Let's add a little chair Utkatasana at the beginning of the flow. Inhale to your chair pose, weights in the heels, lift the heart. On your exhale, fold at your hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, make your way, downward dog. Inhaling, right leg to the sky. Exhaling, knee to the left tricep. Option this time to extend the leg through. Foot is dorsiflexed. Option to stay here or reach the left arm over the ear. Rock star. Gradually take the hand down. Sweep that right leg to the sky. Take an inhale. On your exhale, bend the knee. Point the toes towards the left to open the hip. Square it back off. Take an inhale. And then exhale, knee goes towards the chest. Hug it in, step the foot through. We're taking that twist, dragonfly. Right hand can reach to the sky. One more breath. From here, extended side angle. Right arm on the thigh. Left arm sweeps over the ear. Draw the right hip in and back. Find length through your left side body. Option to take a half bind or full bind here. Left hand can go behind the back and slide into your right hip pocket. Just keep the left side body open to the sky. We're here for one more breath. Good. From here, 5-star. Cartwheel it up. Heels in, toes out. Take an inhale. And then exhale, sunflowers. Inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, sweep.
Last one, inhale. And exhale. Take an inhalation, reach it high. And then exhale, turn the left toes out, right toes in. Cartwheel to your triangle pose to the back side of your mat. Left side body is lengthened, right side body to the sky. From here, root down, reverse triangle. A lateral stretch. And then from here, windmill the hands down to your runner's lunge. From here, we're going to add on. Shorten your stance. Right foot comes forward, left hip squares back. We're heading into pyramid. Take an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold. So gently square your left hip back. Knees have micro bends. One more full breath. And then gradually lift the heart. We're adding a twist. Right hand stays down, left hand to the sacrum. Take an inhale. And exhale, left ribs to the sky. Option to reach the hand up. Good. Gradually release. Take a float or downward dog. Maybe this time you hover the left leg. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the right tricep, hug it in. Inhale the leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the chest, hug it in, step the foot through. Walk it to your left side of the mat, to the left. And then from here, we're taking a lateral stretch this time. So turn your left toes out. So make sure your left knee tracks along the second to third toe. Sit the hips back. Get a nice stretch for your right inner thigh. So you can stay here, heart's lifted. Maybe you sweep the arms back. Maybe it's a flying monkey variation. So any lateral lunge variation. Take one more full breath. Good, we'll gradually meet to the front of the mat. Downward dog, with or without a float. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. We're going to lead with the left leg going around the other side. So let's take an inhale with the left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee towards the right tricep, hug it in. Option to stay there or extend the left leg through. Foot is dorsiflexed. You can stay here or head into your rock star. Gradually take the hand down if it's lifted. Left leg reaches to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, point the toes towards the right. Gradually re-square it off. Take an inhale. And exhale, knee to the chest, hug it in, step the foot through. We're taking that dragonfly twist, left arm to the sky. From here, it's an extended side angle, left arm on the thigh, land the right heel down. Lengthen through your right side body. So from here, maybe it's a half bind. Right hand slides behind into the left hip pocket. Open the right ribs to the sky. One more breath. And then gradually head into your 5-star. So heels in, toes out. Take an inhale, and then exhale, sunflowers. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it down. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Take an inhale, reach the hands up, and then on your exhale, triangle to the back of the mat. So turn your right toes out, left toes in. Find length through your right side body as you cartwheel that right hand down. Pause and breathe. From here, root down, reverse triangle, nice lateral stretch. And then you're going to windmill the hands down. It's a runner's lunge to the back of your mat. From here, we're adding that pyramid, so shorten the stance. Draw the left foot forward. Square right hip back. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold. Micro bends into the knees, gentle squaring of the right hip back. Hands can always go on blocks. We're here for one more breath. Gradually lift the heart. Option to add a twist into this. Left hand stays down, right hand goes to the sacrum. Take an inhale. And then exhale, right ribs to the sky. Option to reach the hand up. Take one more full breath. and then unwind. This is where you can take a flow or downward dog. Maybe this time you hover your right leg, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So from our downward dog, left leg is going to reach to the sky, inhale. Exhale, knee to the chest, hug it in. Step the foot through. We're going to walk towards the right. We're taking a lateral stretch this time. So turn your right toes out and walk your hands to the right foot, towards the right foot. You're lengthening through the left inner thigh. You can stay here, heart's lifted, sit the hips back. Maybe the arms sweep back. Maybe you find a flying monkey variation. Wherever you are, 2 full breaths. Microbends into the knees. And then gradually make your way towards the right to the front of your mat, downward dog, with or without a flow. Good, so bottom of your next exhale, gaze to the front of the mat. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or float it forward. Take that inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit the hips back, lift the heart, Utkatasana. And then exhale, come out of it, hands return to heart center. So let's take an inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, fold at your hips. Inhale, lengthening. Exhaling, making your way downward dog. So from this downward dog, if you have blocks, you can always remove them off. We're going to go ahead and shift forward into a plank or modified on an inhale. And then on your exhale, slowly, like you're moving in molasses, chaturanga all the way down. Let the elbows graze the sides of the ribs. Once you're all the way down, uncurl your toes and lengthen those legs. Good. So from here, we're going to extend the right arm to the side, palm faces down. Be mindful of how your shoulder feels. You can skip this if it's not good for your shoulders. But if you're taking it, start to open the left ribs to the sky. So you'll feel stretch through that right pectoral, your chest muscle, and then also the right shoulder. You can, as an option, bend the left knee and kickstand your foot back to get even into your hips. So take a moment here just to come to your point of tightness. Breathe into that space. One more full breath with it. And then gradually unwind. Come back to the belly. And we're going to swap out sides. So lengthen your left arm to the side, palm faces down. The wrist is fairly in line with your left shoulder, slightly above. Right hand goes to the side of the chest. When you're ready, start to open the right ribs to the sky. You can stay here. You also have the option to kickstand your right foot back. Feel a stretch in your left shoulder area. Have a nice neutral neck into it and breathe an extra breath. Gradually unwind, belly goes back to the earth. So from here, we'll take a Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, arms are like equal sides, parallel. Spread the fingertips out wide and actively drag your forearms, your hands towards you, like you're dragging the earth towards you to lift out of the front body. Soften the gaze down the tip of your nose. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Take one more full breath. Good, and gradually we'll lower out of that. Take the hands to the sides of the ribs, sides of the chest. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. We're going to keep the knees down here. So navel in. When you're ready, take an inhale, press up, modified plank. And then exhale, settle back to your child's pose. So knees can go wide. Kind of press the hands away from you to get those hips settled back. You can wiggle into it. And then release the heart towards the earth. You can always prop a block under the forehead if you're finding your neck straining at all. And just pause and breathe here. And then start to walk your hands to the right side of the mat, just getting a nice side stretch for your left side body. And then walk it back to center, continue to the left side of the mat, feeling a stretch throughout your right side body. And return it back to center. Take one more full breath here. And then slowly just walk the hands in. We're coming to a seat. From here, we'll go ahead, slide the sit pads out from under. So we're going to come to staff pose just for a moment. Knees can be super bent here. Draw your toes towards the shins. Take your hands to the sides of your hips. Fingertips point towards your toes. Lift the heart. Roll the shoulders back and down. Draw the navel in. So it's an active pose. Pause and breathe here. Good, and then from here, take an inhale, arms sweep to the sky. And then on your exhale, hinge at your hips, folding forward. You can round through the back. The hands don't need to touch the feet. Let them just naturally land where they land. And just pause here. If you have any pillows at home, feel free to take them under the chest area for support. You know, slide the arms around the backs, the legs, a little compression. So taking a variation that's settling for you. Take 2 more full breaths into it. And then slowly release. So from here, we're going to lift the torso. We're going to lengthen again, just like we did in staff pose. Lengthen the arms, lengthen the spine, and then start to get that C curve and slowly lower 1 vertebrae at a time all the way down. Once you find your way all the way to your back, go ahead and draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock back and forth. You can stay still with it. And then slowly making your way to happy baby pose. You can reach for the outer shins, outer feet, maybe peace fingers to the big toe, just looking to stack the ankles on the knees. Gentle draw down. We're here for 1 more breath. And then gradually step the feet to the outer edges of your mat. Just let your knees knock. You can take a hand to the heart, a hand to the belly, and just start to close the eyes. Coming back to that breath if you've lost the connection. And we're slowly making our way into Shavasana, so feel free, keeping the eyes closed. And release the arms to the sides of the body. You can also lengthen through the legs if that feels good for you. Placing a little space between heels. Letting the toes just fall open. And with each exhale that you take, just letting the body lay a little heavier to the earth. Inhale is just absorbing that stillness, absorbing exactly where you are. Allow for 2 more full breaths. Feeling free to stay into Shavasana for a little longer if you like. Otherwise, starting to bend into your knees, turning to your right or left side. It's propping your bottom arm as a pillow under the head. pausing, resetting, feeling how you feel. And then gradually making your way to a comfortable seat. Once you're all the way to the top, go ahead and just take your hands on top of your laps and just pause. Just not looking down the tip of the nose, finding length through your spine. Enjoying, feel that sensation of the air moving in and out of your lungs. And then we'll gradually take an inhalation. Hands can reach to the sky. And then exhalation, return your hands to your heart. Return to your neutral breath. The light and love of me honors the light and love in all of you. Namaste. Thank you all. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.